Welcome back to Pisces TV with Dr. MB. This is your daily vibe, Pisces, for the collective. Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising, wherever Pisces may fall in your chart. If there is Pisces in your environment, let's come in, take a seat. I'm so excited as we start this new week. This is a new moon, Monday, and also a total solar eclipse. The moon is now in Sag. Okay, so we'll be talking about the moon in Sag today and also new moon. A lot of things going on, as usual. So my returners, I appreciate your continued support for me, the channel, and each other. For the newcomers, thank you for stopping by. Like I said, joining us today. If you would like to stay, subscribe. In the description box, there's a lot of information about me, this channel, tarot, a link to my products and services, my online store, as well as my new vlog. So if you're interested in registering to win your own free video reading with me, and that's face-to-face, like FaceTime, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel, and that link is in the description box. If you hadn't already subscribed to this channel, feel free to do so. And if you're interested in membership opportunities, the link to Patreon is in the description box as well. Here on YouTube, we have the store, the members section, and the community board, which is the creme de la creme. Okay, on the community board, not only do I post the products, specials, services, and merchandise first, you also get coupon codes, daily specials, and it's kind of where we just integrate. We talk, we hang out, we have fun. I also post a lot of daily motivation, and if you're interested in knowing, the good days ahead, the possible challenging days ahead, and where the moon cycles fall, and how astrology is affecting you, all of that I do just for the fuck of it. So subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you may receive some of those alerts. Now, as we get started, I'm pulling out all stops. If you've noticed with the latest videos, I have purchased hundreds of books for you guys, hundreds of decks for you guys over time, and I really just stick to my favorites. So what I wanted to do is kind of like dig in the crates. This is actually one of my favorite decks, and I haven't used it much, and we're using it today. So you know how they pull out the special stuff on special occasions? That's what we're doing. So we're going to read from the Alchemical Visions Tarot for the Daily Vibe today. I have shuffled out a card, and because y'all know I'm goofy, I laughed. Let me tell you why. All right, take a seat. Now, the extended to this video will be made available in the member section. So like I said, if you're interested, Patreon is there. And the daily vibes are exclusive to Shark members. However, we have many membership opportunities if you want bonus or extended videos, okay? So we have the Five of Pentacles. And look at this, right? Before you get disappointed or turn or don't claim it, the Five of Pentacles for me has always represented the journey to self-mastery. For all of you that get excited and claim that King and Queen of Pentacles energy, know that this is a part of the process and it's inevitable. Okay, this is telling me the current situation, not about the outcome. So don't turn, don't get disappointed, and don't try to think this through. Let's talk about it. Now, when I say I'm goofy and I was laughing, if you say, why are you laughing? Because I saw the Five of Pentacles, right? And probably like you, I said, Source, no, we're not going to start this today, right? Look at her, she working, and he like ain't doing shit, right? So I was like, okay, cool, it happens. So then at the bottom of the deck, I see the Queen of Pentacles. So I'm just like, okay, mama, hold on to your shit for whatever reason, right? And then that whatever reason looks like this ship coming in. So whatever conditions you guys are currently facing in life, this could be love, this could be career, this could be finances. But your last card is the ships coming in. So that's why I was like, whoa, 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 Pisces, don't move because you see that Five of Pentacles. But oh, look. That's a treat. And sorry about the light, guys. Most of my cards are matte. So with the shiny reflection, you'll get a little bit of this, and I don't want to trigger no epilepsy or whatever. But I didn't even know until just now. Oh, okay. The queen and the king are together, honey. All right, let's talk about it. But I saw the queen first. I will keep the king now on the bottom of the deck. And so let's go. Intuitively, right? I always start with that. What I feel, like I said, she was working really hard. This could even have been in the past, present, future. Okay? For some of you, current situation, challenge, outcome. So let's talk a little bit about it. With the Five of Coins, it says two people struggle through a snowstorm. Okay? The two people could be the King and the Queen of Pentacles, and yet they are indoors. So it's like you're struggling through a snowstorm, but indoors. So this isn't the typical Five of Pentacles where you're outside. This seems to be on the inside. Okay? The unstructured nature of the card leads us to immediately dismiss the surface reading pertaining to poverty. See? Financial or job loss, or the social or economically downtrodden. The symbolic meanings are far deeper and far more satisfying. Okay? So each of the two carry a burden. And I didn't see that right off. I saw mama with this bag on her head and was like, no ma'am. But the woman balances a heavy bag on her head. The man walks with the cane to help compensate for his amputated leg. In each case, they symbolize balance. An internal burden in the case of the woman, an external burden in the case of the woman, and an internal burden in the case of the man. Yet, despite these burdens, they are moving forward. So you see how I saw that? I was like, why he ain't got no damn bag, right? But it's like, baby, I ain't got no leg, but I'm holding the light up, and maybe she offered to do it. I don't know. It also could talk about the duality in self, so keep that in mind when we talk about internal and external burdens that aren't burdens at all. And it shows that we're still moving forward, slowly and carefully, making progress by the light of the lamp held aloft by the man. So the wounded man reflects what Merca Elde calls the alchemist innovation. That is, to be purified, matter must suffer mutilation. And that's, that's hearsay, whatever. But the woman in this card is heavily burdened. However, being barefoot, she still has a good solid connection with the earth. So we move to the Queen of Pentacles. Now this good solid connection with the earth, this unfettered energy, this nonchalant, very grounded, cool, calm, collected energy, she may not see the burden like we saw it. And as we look at this Five of Pentacles and immediately go into, oh no, look what it got for her. Like, look what it transitioned into. Okay? So as we move into the Queen of Pentacles, let's see what we got here. And the Queens represent internal, right? The Empress, Emperor, internal, external, male, female counterparts. So the Queen of Coins sits athrone surrounded by three other symbolic women. In her cross arm, she holds a great golden pentacle. She is quiet and peaceful, but given what surrounds her, this may be deceptive. The Queen of Coins wears a golden dress, the most visible the most visible portion in a large skirt. Okay. The skirt seems to be divided into two distinctively different positions. On the left, a tumble of rich and heavy cloth with deep folds in a random arrangement. By contrast, the right side of the skirt is made of several different materials. And I didn't even notice that, but that's cute. If I got any designers in here, she's decorative. So any of you thinking about designing some merchandise for yourself, your channels, your home improvement, your life, whatever the case may be, it's many patterns and many styles, all right? And it represents, like I said, two basic aspects of nature, right? The unitary material, disorderly, arranged, while on the right, the diverse material, carefully arranged. So there's this balance in something that is meticulously orchestrated and something else that naturally falls into place. So that talks about a balance for us that, some people, and I used to hate this, I ain't gonna even lie, I strongly disliked when, especially with dating, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't try to cover that up, but when people were like too nonchalant with me and was like, it'll fall in place if it's meant, I didn't like that because I was like, if you want something, I feel like there's some sort of effort, like something you got to do, something you got to say. I mean, you got to do something. But people who's like, man, if it's meant to work, it's just going to. I strongly dislike that, where you put it all on the universe and gave no effort. You know what I'm saying? But then on the flip side, this is a balance. So it's like I was half right, where there's some type of energy that goes into what's being created. And then there's this natural effect of flow. All right. So keep that in mind, however that works for you guys. And then with the 8 of Wands, I like the 8 of Wands because it talks about taking action. And see, some people may need to take action. Others of you, okay, so I ain't gonna say nothing. The sirens done went off again. So it's definitely about taking action and going the distance. Be willing to go the distance, because it could look like this now, but in essence turns into this because of this. Or if you're wondering, is this gonna work out? This could be a relationship. This could be your personal business. This could be your energy, right? Because on a spiritual journey, the 5 of Pentacles marks this in between the 10 of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles, a new beginning and some type of form of completion. So the mid mark is not bad, and especially when it talks about self-mastery. So this could involve your personal purpose, like I said, your financial or living domestic situation. Others of you may be moving, okay? Or when it comes to your career section, it don't just fall in place. When it comes to that relationship, it won't just fall in place. It may, but there's a duality here, and I like it. So with the 8 of Wands, because just somebody just, if it's meant to be, it's just going to be, and you don't put no effort toward it. Like, stop. So with the 8 of Wands, it says a great womb-like castle. So this is a castle on the boat, by the way. And mighty, we talk about the King and the Queen of Pentacles. Before a river explodes with 8 gigantic flowering branches, the 8 wands. Serlot claims that the number 8 is intermediate in form between the square, the symbol for terrestrial order, and the circle, the external order. So now we still talk about dualities. And as a consequence is a symbol for regeneration. In its Arabic form, it is 2 circles, one above the other, symbolizing the joining of alchemical above and below. So still, we got 2 in this energy, we have 2 in this energy, we have 2 in this energy. 2, 2, 2. For some of you, if you've noticed that in your day-to-day, that could be a light code or, angel number for you. So keep that in mind. What else we got here? Because this is I won't bore you guys. It's really deep and really big, but I'm trying to cut through for what you may need. So the 8 of Wands shows the travelers the many aspects of growth. The Queen of Pentacles is growth. In business, in life, in home matters, everything. So one treasure in the castle is the alchemical device to process down the path of the great journey, the magnum opus. Okay? The contents of a resort yield the feminine. Surmounting her is the androgyne, whatever. The balancing of the masculine and the feminine that is shown to be the beginning of the next steps of the process. So the balancing of the masculine and feminine, the masculine and feminine, the masculine and feminine. How about that? Yet despite the heavy burden, so we're still talking about burdens, using the power of the wands will bring balance. So to not sit, that's science. That's something that's kind of like common sense. When it comes to, gravity and acceleration, now I'm just being creative, but honestly, if I were holding the bag, just standing still, I feel like the pressure would be more felt. So she's holding the bag and moving forward. And I think that takes some of the burden off. Like he's just not standing still on his leg. He might have a little hop or a skip to go with it. And I think the moving forward is what helps from the burden just packing up. Okay, so bam, that's what you got there. And the King of Swords, the King of Coins may have learned a different lesson. You see what I'm saying? Because the King of Coins, I'm noticing he kept his sword. To get to the King of Pentacles energy, you would have had to go through the other King suits, right? To make it to this level. And baby boy kept his sword. You know what I mean? So I like that. Her coin is a little bigger than his, which is usually depicted in all tarot decks for whatever reason. And then he has this blue, wrapped joint on. I didn't want to say that, but it just fell out. Even giving me King of Cups vibes. So I absolutely love that. Jupiter may be coming up. And I like the energy of Taurus, the end of the ego. Maybe some expansion. And let's get started with the reading. So that's what we got. I'm going to leave this here so that you guys, it helps with relieving that fear of what's coming, when the Five of Pentacles pulls up. Because the Five of Pentacles bringing some ships in says that it ain't bad. Okay? How about that? And there's no good, bad, right, or wrong. These are energies and information, which I thought was pretty cool. So there's a treat to you. And as you can see, they're not for rookies. They're not for babies, those cards. And again, they're like my favorites. They're a little bigger than I'm used to or that I like, but I think that's what makes them special and keeps me from wearing them out. And I like that they're so huge and that book is so big. I can shuffle out one card and we could talk, for some time. But we are going to start with the traditional. Well, kind of traditional. The imagery isn't really traditional with the Wild Unknown, but I love them. But we're going to go with the Wild Unknown because it's, color-coded. And let's see what we got here. What's crossing our Five of Coins for Pisces? We have the Six of Swords. So we've already discussed the Five of Coins. We've already made the clarification that this is balance. It's actually, I saw teamwork in that. I saw duality. I saw moving forward kind of helps with any feeling of burden. I saw that it leads to the King and the Queen of Pentacles, which means the Ten of Pentacles is obtained, but we're talking about the journey. So somebody needs that information about the journey, and that's what we're going to go over. Now, what I like about the Six of Swords is that it's smooth sailing. The Eight of Wands at the end of the introduction with the Six of Swords could talk about a passage, a rite of passage spiritually, taking a trip or a vacation or travel, safe passage for some of you who wonder, is it going to be okay? Or a trip in general. Some of you are getting away from an emotional situation with this grounded energy or leaving one situation for a new one. Okay? So we left that Five of Pentacles for the Queen. We left the Five of Pentacles for those ships. Absolutely love that. Now in the Six of Swords, I like Archangel Raphael. He helps with relationships, kind of guides you through consciousness and emotions. And it talks about moving away from chaos. Now, if this is timing for some of you, it just represents the winter. And if you've noticed, energetically, because the Five of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles talking about being grounded and moving forward and working through the winter, this could be symbolic to a relationship, symbolic to the actual winter season and the market and economics. Or it could just talk about coming out of the cold. I did see the Hierophant in my shuffle, but as we discussed, a pay raise is on the horizon, a big one with Capricorn right here, but it talks about discipline, order, and structure. Now, for some of you, the timing could be, give or take 6 weeks. It could have started 6 weeks ago, starts 6 weeks from today. But as a crossing card, the Six of Swords could indicate delays. So some of you may feel like your ships are being delayed, or you may notice some delays in your computer because this is Mercury energy, in your computer, in your messages. Could also even be saying, wait, I don't know. So it could indicate that you're unable to leave a bad situation for some of you guys. And you may think that tarot and source, I'm sure we don't believe in unable to leave a bad situation. So someone out there may be thinking that. I do see, okay. Let me just share. Okay, before we get into the extended, I do see the Emperor. I do see a shift or a change, something unexpected. I do see unexpected income. And then that's what leads to that Nine of Pentacles. You don't stay in this Five of Pentacles long. the sudden change, the balance that comes in, the stability, the security. For some of you, this could be a partner. I did say that the King of Pentacles was over there with his sword, so I didn't know what he was doing. But the Emperor is here. Unexpected income is here. And the Nine of Pentacles are here. So that's what we leave off, Pisces. Definitely appreciate you guys for tuning in as we get into the extended. Namaste.